Hello and welcome to this unique webinar on how to create a life of freedom without more work. My name is Jörg Hartmann. It's my great pleasure to introduce to you the 3 secrets to success that gets you the results you want without spending a life strapped to your desk or in any other unwanted job situation. So let's jump right into them. The 3 secrets I like to share with you today are: number 1, how to have deep-rooted confidence and enjoy the fruit of amazing confidence with this astonishing trick. Now, this is a method that you will find high performers use all the time. If you're a Formula One race driver or Olympic gold medalist or an astronaut or airline pilot, these are the methods that these people, including myself, use in order to make sure we can sell through these critical situations at any time and thereby feel incredibly confident about it. Secret number 2 is how to close the gap between what you know to do and what you actually do without fighting with your willpower. Now, the reason why I say that is because you may relate to this from an example that a lot of people are familiar with. New Year's Eve resolutions. You make a decision, you want to change something, but you're trying to willfully change something in your behavior. Now, experience has shown and research has shown that that isn't the right way to do it. And your own feedback will show you that it didn't go very far. The real way to reprogram yourself in order to get the habits installed that you really want is not by willfully trying to change your behavior. I'll show you how we get to the source of where habits are formed and create new habits totally effortlessly so that you then make these habits totally automatic. It's a beautiful, simple method. I'll show you in secret number 3 how to develop a winner's image and act like the top 1%. Now, you will agree with me that there is something that's different between those who are turning 96% of the money in this world and those who are not. And I'm going to share with you what is it that these people do that creates these enormous levels of success for them. Stay with me and I'll show you exactly how it works. Now, would it be worth it to you if you watch till the end? You will learn how to boost your confidence, work smart, change your mind, and learn how this can work for you. That if you were truly committed, you'll get incredible results from this ingenious method. That if I could show you how your mind works for you instead of against you, like it normally happens, that if you stick around till the end, you'll be able to get a great offer to your success. So what makes this difference? Why should you listen to me? I hear you say, Jörg, what about this? Well, here's my story very briefly. I've been with aviation, working for the airlines for many decades now. And I started as a part-time airport staff and then ended up using some of these methods here as a airline captain for one of the most respected airlines in the world, flying the biggest airline in the world and looking after hundreds of people and ensuring their safety, making sure we get to our destination. And these airlines that I've worked with, they knew why they trusted me. Reason number 2 is I became partner with Bob Proctor as my mentor. In 2020, when the aviation industry had a total reset due to this COVID situation, I was facing some tough choices and I had to decide what to do. So I decided to make a positive change. When I came across Bob Proctor's material, it was an instant decision for me that I wanted to follow this path. So I became a consultant with his company, and I am now working with him as my mentor, teaching this material in Thinking into Results and in other programs as well. Reason number 3 is I shifted my own paradigms after decades of the same results. Thanks to the material that I found in Bob Proctor's work, I managed to change 30 years of aviation and employment around, take control over my life, and make my new life start again. I also managed to get results in areas of my life that hadn't been as successful as my career. And that was a true eye-opener for me. Everything in my life has changed thanks to this material that I learned from Bob Proctor. And some of it I'm going to share with you today. So reason number 4, you'll see that I'm a little bit more on the internet nowadays for my public appearances, as we are still in the environment of this COVID situation. So you're going to see that other people are also listening to me. So here is a statement that one of my clients has made. He said, if you're looking to give your life a completely new direction, you need to talk to Jörg Hartman. His 6 months coaching program, Thinking into Results, TIR, will literally blow your mind. I was looking for a new life goal and a completely new perspective, but was lost between too many self-help books and theories that somehow didn't seem to work. Whatever your age is, wherever you come from, whatever your goals may be, this will work and change your life, and I wholeheartedly recommend Jörg and TIR. So, results, however, are not typical. I will walk you through specific things during this webinar about how I work with my clients and my expertise about making your quantum leap. Now, my clients' results are not typical, and the average person who takes no action will get 0 results. However, I'm happy to show you what I've helped my clients to do for free. This might not strictly be the answer to your exact problem, but it'll give you the insight you need to finally overcome procrastination, poor results, being stuck, and a lack of confidence. So, results are not typical. I will walk you through specific things during this webinar about how I work with clients and my expertise about making your quantum leap. Now, my clients' results are certainly not typical, and the average person who takes no action will get 0 results. However, I'm happy to show you what I've helped my clients to do for free. This might not strictly be the answer to your problem, but it will give you the insight you need to finally overcome procrastination, poor results, being stuck, or a lack of confidence. Results are not typical. Now, I'll walk you through specific things during this webinar about how I help clients with my expertise about making your quantum leap. Now, my clients' results are certainly not typical, and the average person who takes no action will get no results. However, I'm happy to show you what I've helped my clients to do for free. This might not strictly be the answer to your exact problem, but it'll give you the insight you need to finally overcome procrastination, poor results, being stuck, and a lack of confidence. So the type of clients I normally work with are entrepreneurs wanting to grow their business rapidly. Say you're starting out, or you've started already, or you're on your way, but you're stuck somehow and you want to reach the next level. This is where this kind of work will do tremendous leverage to your way of thinking and thereby really propel you to the next level. I work with committed individuals seeking to work less and earn more. Now, I mention that here because it really means to me lifestyle. If you're somebody who wants to work less and earn more, you're somebody who wants to spend more time doing things that you really love doing outside of your work. Spending time with your family, your friends, or your hobbies, or travel, or whatever it may be that you would like to fill your spare time with. This program is ideal, and my Thinking into Results program is very much geared towards that. It shows you effectivity in your work and how you can really leverage the power of your mind to compress all those activities and make yourself so much more effective. I work with sales professionals as well as leaders and teams inside of organizations. Sales professionals can easily benefit from this material and from this Thinking into Results material as well, because it is very quickly transferable into results. Leaders as well as teams inside of organizations, I really like this because in today's world, teams tend to be a bit more scattered, and we are very easily distracted, very quickly lose focus, and companies are finding that their teams are not really working together on one corporate objective as much as they'd like to. I will help you with that. Thinking into Results is the perfect program to really align the corporate culture and to corporate paradigms, and therefore this program will be very, very effective for your organization. I also deal with people who are trying to get a promotion and fit into the bigger boots that they want to grow into without any lack of confidence. So I also work with any people who are stuck in any given situation or life. Why? Because mindset applies to every area of your life. It isn't just work. It isn't just your personal life. It works with fitness goals, it works with personal relationship goals, it works with financial goals. It'll be applicable just about anywhere that you can imagine. Because once again, the way you think is what gets you the results. And that is what we do all day long. So here's Mary. She said, I decided to enroll into Thinking Results program because I was tired of the same results year after year and wanted to make a breakthrough once and for all. I went into the program open-minded and ready to do what it takes to get the best out of this 24-week program. I had faith in my mentor, Jörg Hartmann, and that he would guide me all along to get the best results out of it because he himself experienced the benefits of the program. That makes him a great mentor to have by your side. He's highly knowledgeable of this material and was very supportive all along. I've grown tremendously, discovered a side of me that I didn't even know existed, and my results are showing and constantly growing. Most importantly, now I have the tools to deal with any situation that life throws at me, thanks to TIR. It was undoubtedly the best gift I have given to myself. So, how to create a life of freedom? Let's just dig into it. How to enjoy deep-rooted confidence with this amazing trick. Unshakable confidence. Now, evidence has shown that confidence is not genetic, but related to specific situations. And best of all, it can be trained. This is the method on how to do it. I call it visioneering and creating specific synthetic experiences before they actually happen, thereby creating the confidence to master any given situation easily. Now, for many years, I personally had to pass simulator checks to prove that my skills as a commercial pilot were adequate to ensure the safety of the public. I used the exact same method to gain the supreme confidence and sail right through all of these potentially stressful situations before I ever even got into the simulator. Just to highlight that a little bit more is that we constantly facing situations in the simulator that practically never ever happen due to the high reliability of modern aircraft nowadays. But yet you're expected to be able to perform flawlessly and without any shadow of doubt in the way that you're expected to perform. Now, that is not easy unless you've practiced it. Practicing in your mind is the secret. Visualizing and practicing certain situations beforehand is a little known method often used by those with high performance work lives. But you can use it for anything, from a job interview to asking for a date or preparing for a sales call, you name it. Anything can be trained. Now, to best achieve this, you need to imagine the situation you want to master it in full detail with the expected perfect outcome already achieved. Practice it and you will find you've done it before. Now, the subconscious mind, where all these experiences are stored, does not know the difference between a synthetic experience and a real one, and therefore totally relies on whatever you've placed there to give it the confidence. It's that simple. Let me elaborate. When we create an experience in our mind, we do it so vividly with the perfect outcome that the moment you encounter this particular specific situation in real life, your subconscious mind, as it roams through its memory data bank, will say, I've done this before. This is not a problem. And this is the outcome that I'm already expecting, that I've already seen. So I will just behave in exactly the same way. Your subconscious mind is there for the execution of your behavior. And it'll just execute that behavior as you have practiced it mentally already. Doesn't know whether it was yesterday, today, or tomorrow. You're practicing something and you just store it away. Your subconscious will rely on that and give you a great feeling of confidence, almost relief. Phew, I've been there before. I know how it works. Don't need to be stressed out about it. It's a beautiful concept, and I can tell you, I used to use it unconsciously in my aviation career without knowing this is a powerful method that can actually be learned. Now you have that opportunity. See, confidence is an idea that you have of yourself in your mind. And you can improve it by selecting a specific diet of thought for your brain to alter those specific ideas. Understanding yourself and the mind creates big leaps in confidence. Thinking into results is the program that shows you exactly how to do that. That's where we go real deep. So let's have a look at secret number two, the knowing doing gap. Now, in your conscious mind, you know what to do. I know that you've been taught exactly how to behave correctly. But the part responsible for the doing is the subconscious mind. We call it the paradigm, and it often doesn't follow through. By reprogramming the paradigm, you can put the correct activities on automatic pilot without any willpower whatsoever. Now, willpower alone is a secondary pathway to changing habits, and it provides very limited, if not any results at all, as I mentioned to you in the prelim. You see, willpower comes in small doses per day, and we use it up for so many things, and it depletes very quickly. It's not a very good, reliable source of making changes. But if you go straight to the subconscious mind, the execution part of every one of your behaviors and activities, and you program that new behavior in there, it becomes an automatic reflex that you will act upon without any thought, any effort. Now, Napoleon Hill and other scholars have researched habits and found that through the method of autosuggestion, you get the best results in reprogramming the paradigm to create the most productive habits you need to be more effective. Now, autosuggestion, which is the practice of constant spaced repetition, is what got you to where you are today. Only you didn't notice it happening. It's just the way we function. That's just the way our life works. Now you can use it deliberately and really implant the habits that you want to break through the procrastination barrier and really do what you already know how to do. Now, here is how. State on a piece of paper in writing how you want to be behaving in the present tense and repeat this suggestion, this auto suggestion, over and over again until it impresses itself into the subconscious. Whilst this sounds very simple, it is far more deep than you can imagine. First of all, you've been programmed by autosuggestion, and that's just happened, okay? All the things that you've learned to do today, all the habits you've acquired, good ones and bad ones, are simply by repeating a certain behavior over again. You don't do that deliberately, but eventually you've just done it before. Your subconscious mind says, I've done it before, I'll do it again like that. And you just keep falling into it. It's like a track on a bicycle track. If it's muddy, it just gets deeper and deeper. The more often you do it, the deeper the groove gets. So the more often you do something, the more it becomes a habit. Often these habits don't help us. Now, you want to create better habits, we have to use the same method of repetition, but we're doing it deliberately now. So write it down in present tense, make it a short sentence, and thereby you kind of create an affirmation that you will repeat to yourself over and over again, verbally, in writing, on an audio loop that you record on your phone, whichever way you can to bring it to your subconscious mind as often as you can. That habit will slowly install itself. Habit creation, research has shown, takes about 66 days. So I'd like to just take something fairly simple to remember. Look for about a rough target of 2 months of repeating it. Do one habit at a time. Don't try to change too many because otherwise you will change none. Just change one and work with that. Pick one that is really important to you and just work with it for about 2 months. Repeat, repeat, repeat. You're going to get incredible results. And the funny thing is, it's something we feel like is ridiculous at the beginning, but the more you do it, the more it actually bears fruit and you start to believe it works because you're going to feel changes within. It's really like that. And this is how we do more in less time. This is one of the methods. Paradigm really is the primary source of habits and therefore the most effective way to make lasting change. We work on the primary cause of all behavior and thereby make new habits automatic with no willpower needed. Now, in my main program, Thinking into Results, we take this much further and we dig deeper into not only habits, but also beliefs and our attitude and many other aspects of our way of thinking to really cement a change so that you really get to see the results that you want in record time. Let's look at secret number 3, which is winners' results. Your inner self-image. This is one of the most powerful lessons you will ever learn about the way you think and how your results are generated. Your results are a reflection of what is going on in your mind and how you see yourself. Look yourself in the mirror. What do you see? Do you see that little kitten or do you see the big lion? The way you see yourself is what matters. What you project to the outside world is another image. That's the way you want to be seen. You walk, talk, dress, greet, meet people in a certain way, and that's what you determine very deliberately to do. But the one image that keeps you exactly in equilibrium with what you believe of yourself is your deep, deep secret self-image. That secret self-image of yours will be the limiting factor of how far your results will go. See, we have a cybernetic mechanism. It's a self-regulating mechanism in the mind, and it is set by the self-image that you have about yourself. This revelation has been made by Dr. Maxwell Maltz back in the 60s, who wrote the book Psycho-Cybernetics. Very, very eye-opening book, and I highly recommend it to anyone to buy and read. It's still available today, and that's for very good reason, because it's been a complete mind opener for hundreds and millions of people, actually. So this cybernetic mechanism is something you cannot really outperform. It's set at a certain setting. The way you see yourself is set at a certain point, but you can upgrade it. You can change it deliberately. And I'll show you how to achieve that best. You see, you can't just work on something existing. And Buckminster Fuller said that. You cannot change an existing paradigm, but you have to create a new one that will make the previous one obsolete. And that's what we're doing here. You want to create new images. Yeah. All those changes to the paradigms are deliberate and based on repetition, autosuggestion in another form. We show you the most effective insider secrets to accelerate this process to bring out the winners, the self-image winner. Okay. All changes to the paradigm are deliberate and based on repetition. We show you the most effective insider secrets to accelerate this process, to bring out the winner's self-image in you, thereby improving your results greatly. So we call it again visioneering. It's the same principle. It's a technique based on visualization. Again, you see the top performers in this world using this. They see themselves with their goal already achieved. They see themselves in their end state. If you're a gold medalist, high-performing sports person, you'll see yourself standing on the podium, receiving a handshake, bowing down your head while somebody else is pulling that gold medal over your head. These are the ideas that create the images to which your cybernetic mechanism will then be attracted to and will work towards getting. It's really like a temperature setting on a thermostat, for example. Right now, you're set at a certain temperature. If you want to change your self-image, you need to change that temperature setting, so if you so will. And your cybernetic mechanism is your obedient mechanism that will deliver your behavior to be in line with that new image of yours. And that will create new results. It's really simple, but it's not that easy to perform the task every day, especially adults. We find it a little bit more difficult to visualize. You see yourself now with the good that you desire, with the end result, and then you can work backwards. And as an additional bonus here, you can start to imagine what kind of thinking goes into that. How does that person have to look, feel, and think, as well as behave in order to get to that result? These are the components that I want you to look at. But the most important part is the imaging itself. Visualize yourself in the scene of having the goal achieved. Stand on the podium that says number one. Bow down, shake the hand, have the camera interviews, have all the applause around you. Hear it, feel it with all of your virtual senses. And the more you repeat that closed eye kind of situation, just in the mind, in the screen of your mind, not with your eyes, the more you're attracting to behave exactly in that line, and you are going to create the results that will be in line with that outcome. That's what your cybernetic mechanism is supposed to do. And once we've created these images, we just got to get out of the way and let it happen. But keep doing it several times a day. If you can do it for up to 30 minutes a day, it's great. But 15 minutes already daily in total is not bad. And Dr. Maltz has confirmed that after 15 minutes of accumulated visioneering, you're going to see some changes in your results. It can be 3 times 5 minutes or 5 times 3 minutes, it can be 3 times 10 minutes, etc., etc. Doesn't matter which way you time it, but just see that you can get as much of it done every single day. Now, this is really a secret that top athletes use, that top performers use, as well as the world's 1%, because they see themselves already with that incredible empire built. They see themselves already at the top. They see themselves in a Fortune 500 company. They see themselves already on CNN or CNBC giving interviews on how they're being so successful. This is just a very simple yet not easy technique. Adults don't like visualizing. Kids do it naturally. I personally had to practice it. And as every muscle, as you go to the gym to exercise yourself physically, your mental muscles will also strengthen. Here's another case study. MJ had tried unsuccessfully starting her own business before she came to me and started working with me. In as little as a few weeks into the program with me, she had the confidence to start another business and presently has so much business that she's thinking of taking on more help to manage all the clients and projects in her new endeavors. Her business is a thriving success. So now let me ask you a question here. Imagine this. If we were working together, you and I, for 6 months, my mentor Bob Proctor and I coaching and mentoring you every week for 24 weeks through a program that has transformed thousands of people's lives and companies worldwide. It's called Thinking into Results. What do you think you would feel like after 6 months of exposure to such an intense and powerful program? Imagine if you decide to work with me and Bob on your quantum leap, I can assure you that after 6 months, your life will never be the same. This is absolutely guaranteed. Now, thousands of people, as well as large companies such as BMW, the Prudential, PricewaterhouseCoopers, and many others, have used this process and achieved phenomenal results with it. Now you can too. There are many additional collateral benefits for this program, for which I don't really have room here, but I'm just going to touch on a few. First of all, the idea of setting worthy goals. If you don't have a goal, you're not going anywhere. We change habits, we change beliefs, we change self-images. So far, you've already experienced that. We also start working with the idea of how the mind really works, because once you have a clear idea of how it works, the way that you will look at other people and yourself will be changed forever. We'll show you how to deal with fears when they appear, as they have to as soon as you're leaving your comfort zone, because that's where you're in right now. You're in a comfort zone. We all are. Leaving the comfort zone causes fears. That's just the way it is. We work on attitude. We work on leadership. We're going to show you how to be an awesome leader. We're going to show you how people are going to be keen to work with you because you're going to be a great giver as well. We're going to show you how to really make quantum leaps and use genius mastermind techniques to really leverage the power of your mind. And there's so many more collateral benefits, but these are just some of the most obvious ones. Now imagine further, having access to somebody who's been there, done it, and can really help you when you're starting to drift or lose focus like you would in conventional book programs. That will be that will be my job, looking after your progress, being there for you, and making sure that you stay the course. Now, how about getting live answers to your questions where others would feel abandoned and confused while trying to figure things out on them by themselves? How about having Bob Proctor, the world's most well-known coach for prosperity and success, and me coach you and me support you and take you through the program with weekly meetings? How about getting better results in as little as a few weeks of starting the program already? You will feel the excitement soon after you start the program, and you're going to leap out of bed in the morning supercharged, excited, looking forward to the day as you're going to program it. Now, during this webinar, I've shared 3 secrets with you. Would you agree that it's been time well spent so far? Now, I can't cover everything you need in such a short webinar. As you've seen, there's a lot more. A special offer for me that you can get everything you need to know, and that if you act fast, I'm going to open up my diary and I'll offer you a free strategy call with me. So what exactly does that mean? Now, that's a 45-minute call with me personally where I will find out what's happening in your life, how your problem is affecting you, and seeing if I'm the right fit to help you with that problem. We will take a deep dive into your situation, and I'll personally help you design an outcome to help you make your quantum leap. Now, having this strategy call with me will be the most important step for you to finally make your move and have a life of freedom with better results and more time and income available to you. Now, this is how you get to book your strategy call. Right here next to this video, you're going to find a big button where you can book a call, and we're going to talk directly about how we can really make changes happen in your life in a great way that you're going to absolutely love. Now, who is this call for? This call is specifically for people who are motivated and finally ready to make that quantum leap, who are committed to change as well as open-minded, and who can follow instructions. Now, who is this call not suitable for? Not suitable for people who are still looking around, not ready to commit to anything. Not suitable for people who are not ready to invest time and money into growing to the next level. Not suitable for people who are just merely a bit curious, but no serious intent. So I'm opening up my diary for the next 7 days to take these strategy calls, and I only have room for 10 people. So once these 10 spots have been filled, this offer will be taken down. So please don't hesitate. Yeah. Take that call. If you feel that there is anything here that in this webinar has resonated with you in some way, anything that stirred up a desire or an emotion that you want to know more, then make that call. It's so important that you listen to your intuition on this and don't listen to reason. Reason will always hold you back because that's your paradigm talking. Intuition will be looking for your everlasting growth. This program, if you decide to go further with it, if you decide to inquire and you decide to work with me, will open your eyes to a whole new world that you, and I promise you this, had no idea is there. Very, very few people are aware of what they don't know. Once I learned this after 30 years of thinking that I was smart enough to know everything about the mind, I figured that I had no idea. And this material opened my eyes in such a great way and has given me the power and the confidence to sit here and talk to you about this and really want me to share this with you. So don't think twice about it. You see, Napoleon Hill came up with an interesting fact when he interviewed, at the time, the world's 500 most influential, powerful, and wealthy people. They were all totally different. But one thing they had in common is that they made decisions immediately and changed them very slowly, if ever at all. And so that's what I want to urge you to see. You need to be quick to make a snap decision before your paradigm starts kicking in, the logic that wants to talk you out of it, because you're also afraid of it. Like everybody is afraid of change. But at the same time, change is the only thing that'll bring you forward. And change happens whether you like it or you don't. So why don't we just make change happen in a way that we give it direction to? That's the far better way of living your life. Be a little bit more in control, have an influence on the outcome of your life rather than just drifting along and having change happen to you. Make that change happen yourself. Be the one who's taking charge of your life. I think you're going to find this is the one thing that is going to change your life forever, because these tools that I'm about to share with you in this material, in this course, that if you decide to work with me, will change your life forever, because this material is timeless. It's worked for generations. It will work for generations. And once you gain instant access to the Proctor Gallagher Institute portal and you have instant access to the material, you're going to see why. This material is powerful, and I'll guide you right through to the end. Talk to me about it, and we'll set out exactly how we're going to make your quantum leap happen for you. I look forward to talking to you. Thank you for watching this webinar. It's been a real pleasure talking to you here today, and I look forward to seeing you in the call so we can discuss your glorious future.